video. So today I wanted to go through some books I think I might really enjoy. I'm almost tempted to say I might give them 5 stars. So that is what we're going to do. I had to move all my red books. So I haven't really looked at my bookshelf, and this one probably isn't going to be too great, the shelf in particular, because this is my classics, short stories, poetry, literature, nonfiction, into a bit of fiction. All of this I found out is a nonfiction. I forgot to include this in my book haul. Scandal. I'll include it right now. This is a book I got for $2 at Chapters. I thought it was, it says it's funny, so I thought it was fiction, but it seems to be nonfiction. So I'll maybe read it one day. Oh, and how can I forget my political literature, or my political philosophy books are also on the shelf. So we are going to go and we're going to pick, I wonder if, okay, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick what I think will be my highest rated book from each of the nonfiction section, and then if I have more for the fiction section, I will pick those. Keep in mind, this is a small selection of my books. I have about 60 more at home, which I was supposed to go get this weekend, but life had other plans. So these are already the books I thought I would be most likely to read, or I've collected them through the past year that I've lived here. So let's start. Classics. Of the 3, or I guess, oh, I also have a bunch that aren't on my shelf. I think for classics, my most likely to be high rated is 1984 by George Orwell. Just because I read Animal Farm and gave it 5 stars. Very different, but still like kind of in, you know, governments and ideas of running things and overstepping and whatnot. These are not my tabs, nor my friend Gemma's tabs. Obviously you saw I'm borrowing this book from her. So I think this is what is most likely to be high. Like, I'm assuming this will be a 4 or 5 for me. So that's what we're doing. Now, for short stories, I'm gonna go, this is gonna be shocking. So I've owned this book for 4 years and I've tried to start it multiple times, but I think my most successful short story collection is likely to be Classic Tales of Horror. It's an Edgar Allan Poe collection, because I like Edgar Allan Poe a lot. I haven't read a lot of his stuff recently, but definitely during middle school, high school, favorite poet, which is a very middle school, high school thing to say. However, it is what it is. So I think I'm most likely to have the most success with this. Additionally, the fact that I've literally read one adult horror, and I read it in my whatever-a-thon. It was Come Closer by Sarah Grant. I don't read horror, so I'm most likely to be like taken aback and like impressed by horror than I am to say contemporary like Margaret Atwood. So for poetry, I'm going to say What You Used to Wear by Charmaine Chaudot. I don't think any of the poetry collections I have right now are going to be 5 stars, because right now for unread ones I have this one, and then I have the poetry of Emily Dickinson, which I did remember enjoying while I was reading it. I need to restart it. The Next Wave, which I'm characteristically not enjoying, and then Robert Frost's Pocketbook of Poems. So this is like the contemporary one, and it's the one I write poetry that's much more, I don't want to say it's in like the Rupi Kara space, but like it's much more in the closer to this type of style, and it's what I enjoy reading, and hence why I write it, compared to things by people longer ago. So that is the plan. That is the thought. Although I would like to take a minute to admire my Robert Frost poetry pocketbook. Like, it's so yellowed. It was 60 cents in 1960. moving on. Literature. The Robber Bride by Margaret Atwood. So all of my literature, it's literally 3 Margaret Atwoods, and then one, and that's Mercy Among the Children. I think I will really like Mercy Among the Children, but I know he writes very spiritualistic stuff, and I'm in a weird place at the moment. So we're trying to, it would either work out really well or very poorly for me at the moment. However, The Robber Bride, this is like, you know, there's like past and history and like kind of revenge-ish and that sort of thing seeping through, and it's just closer to the type of stuff I read. Plus I like Margaret Atwood. I didn't like the Testaments, but it wasn't an issue with the writing, it was an issue with the story itself, because it didn't need to happen. Anyway, besides the point, The Robber Bride, just because it's the most me of my collection. So, for nonfiction. No, not there yet. For educational and like academic, I'm going to say We Built the Wall, by Aline Tarks. So this is how the U.S. keeps out asylum seekers from Mexico and Central America and beyond. I did one of my final exams, I did an essay on this. I'm very interested in the topic, very passionate about it as well, from just a human rights and a political standpoint. So I think it's short and it's something I know something about, and it's something I'm interested in. And that's why I think it will be most likely to be high rated. Nonfiction. So in my nonfiction, we have like general nonfiction, and then we also have like historical and like autobiography. So I think I'm gonna go with Building the Orange Wave, which I started but will need to restart. This is Building the Orange Wall by Brad Lavin with a foreword by Olivia Chow. And it's the inside story behind the historic rise of Jack Layton and the NDP. I'm very interested in the NDP. I intend to enter politics one day. And the Orange Wave is something I'm very interested in, especially when comparing it to other leaders who gained success within provinces and whatnot, and comparing that and kind of understanding the phenomenon. Because obviously the NDP have not seen a showing like they did in 2011. Rip Jack Layton. That's all I have to say. But yes, so just because of the subject matter, I think this is going to be the best one for me. We're going to move on to fiction. So I'm going to pick a few and then I'll do this. Okay, so I have 3. So first we're going to go with Frederick Bachman and Beartown. I love, and every day, or every morning the way home gets longer and longer. I've reread it twice, or I've read it twice. One of them was this year, 5-star, makes me sob every time. And I just really like his writing. I started this when I first moved, and then I started university, so I just stopped reading. But I am really looking forward to actually sinking my teeth into this and like giving it the time it deserves. And it's really wintry, so I think I recently got the sequel, so I probably might read this and that one over Christmas break maybe next year, or like spring break, or not spring, fall break. But yeah, I think this one, just because I love Frederick Bachman so much. So this is a small town in Canada, woot woot, and a girl is raped by the star hockey player, and the star hockey player's sister is that girl's best friend. So it's her and the town kind of caught in the middle and dealing with what happens. So next I'm gonna say He Forgot to Say Goodbye by Benjamin Alisans. And this is one of the characters' family's kind of falling apart, the other one's dealing with their own stuff, and they come together. Isn't that the story? However, I think I'm going to like this because they're not on my shelves, but my 2 favorite books are Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World. It's actually a book that I read, and it helped me come out to people and like kind of be okay with myself and whatnot. So there's that. But I think I'm going to enjoy this, although I've tried to start this once and I didn't get very far in, but once again, like, I go through really weird spirals of just not reading anything, both in high school and now. So, and lastly, we have Everything All at Once by Katrina Leno. Books and Lala loves Katrina Leno, I know, and this seems like very adventure-y and summery and like, but still like heartfelt and like deep and stuff, and I think that's why I'm gonna like it. I don't read a ton of books like this, but when I do tend to love them. So this girl's aunt is like a best selling children's writer, and she dies and she leaves like letters for her niece, and she's like, go live, go do this, and you know, make me proud from the grave and stuff. So I think I'm going to enjoy this. So anyway, if you want to maybe see if you enjoy my book, you can check out the buy link and the Goodreads link in the description below. You can also check out my author page, which is also linked below, to keep up with what I'm doing. So other than that, I hope you're having a great day. Bye.